Hi, welcome to Tech Power Solution. Today we will explore Amazon Cognito provided by AWS. So first, what is AWS Cognito? We will understand what AWS Cognito is, why it is used, and how it is help in managing user authentication, authorization, and user data in web and mobile applications. So first, Cognito is a service that provide user sign up, sign in, and access control to web and mobile apps. So it is designed to handle authentication and authorization in a secure and scalable way. So think of AWS Cognito as login as a service. It allows you to add user authentication to user application without building your own system from scratch. So that's why we're using AWS Cognito. Now we are going to see the key components of AWS Cognito. So first, user pools. User pools are used for user directory and authentication. So they store user credentials and handle sign up and sign in page, account verification via email or SMS, password reset, multi-factor authentication, whatever it is. And then next, so user pools use cases, if you want to let users log into your app directly, for example with email password or Google, Facebook, use user pools. And then next, identity pools. So identity pools are allow you to grant temporarily AWS credentials to users so they can access AWS services directly like S3, DynamoDB, etc. Then use cases when your app needs to access AWS resources on behalf of the user, such as uploading files to S3 after login. And then next, authentication and authorization. So difference between authentication and authorization is, authentication is who are you. So user pools handles authentication, and then authorization. So it is what are you allowed to do. It is like access control. And then identity pools handles the authorization. Next, we are going to see the security features in AWS Cognito. First, multi-factor authentication. It is an extra layer security. For example, OTP via SMS, and then encryption. So user data is encrypted at rest and in transit. Then token based authentication. So uses JWT tokens, for example ID token, access token, refresh token, these are all. And then next, custom authentication flows. So you can implement your own logic, OTP login without password, whatever it is. And then next, we are going to see the benefits of using AWS Cognito. So first, scalability. So supports millions of users without performance issues. So that is called scalability. Next follows AWS high security standards. So that's why security is very important in AWS Cognito. Then federated login. Users can log in, use Google, Facebook, Amazon, etc. So that is federated login. Integration with AWS services. It is easy access to other services like S3, DynamoDB after login. Next, customizable UI. It is a pre-built sign-in, sign-up pages or custom front ends. So that's why customizable UI. Next, last, token-based authentication. So users industry standard protocols. So that's why we use token-based authentication. So next, we are going to see the image. So this image visually explains how AWS Cognito user pools and identity pools work together to authenticate user and grant them access to AWS services like S3, DynamoDB, Lambda. Okay, so first, user authentication via Cognito user pool. So first, the process starts when a user logs into your application. Then Cognito user pool is responsible for authentication the user. Next, after successfully login, the user pool issues a JWT token, JSON web token it is. And then the JWT token is used by the application via SDK, AWS SDK. So it is JavaScript or PHP. And then next, the JWT token is sent to the Cognito identity pool. The identity pool verify the token to confirm the user's identity. So and then next, temporary AWS credentials. So after verification, the identity pool returns temporary AWS credentials. These credentials are short-lived and include access keys and session tokens. And the next, IAM policy role. So these temporary credentials are tied to a specific IAM role with predefined permissions. So the IAM role determines which AWS services the user can access and what actions they perform, and then the AWS services access to. So with temporary credentials, IAM role, the user can now securely access the AWS services like S3, DynamoDB, and Lambda. So in conclusion, you are building a mobile app where users can sign up and upload profile pictures to an S3 bucket. Use user pool to manage login or sign up page, and then use identity pool to allow uploading the image to S3 with temporary access the AWS credentials. So these are all AWS Cognito service. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any queries or questions, please contact this number. Thank you.